You're legendary for the parties that you throw.
I'm a legend, baby, for a whole bunch of things.
Yes.
You need locks on the doors.
Hey, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it.
Justin, right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy. Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose. I had legal guardianship of Usher when, you know, he did his first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. And we gonna go buck full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
When we thought we had her, it all about Diddy's dark secrets, things have taken a shocking turn. After Justin Bieber and Usher's team has stepped forward with a revelation that have now pulled Steve Harvey into the spotlight.
Okay, I can barely hear you. Okay, so the person inside your home, do you know who they are? They're at your front door? Yep. Okay, can you give me the description of them? I can't get your address. Can you give me the description of the person in your yard? At your front door? Okay, can you tell if it's a male or female?
While Diddy's recent arrest has shocked the whole world, and even the most seasoned insiders are surprised by the connections that are starting to come to light. It's no longer just about his legal problems. He's pulling in some big names from Hollywood. Justin Bieber's team recently dropped a surprising revelation that hinted at Diddy's alleged influence. We all know that he and Usher have already shared their experiences in multiple interviews. But Steve Harvey's name has also popped up in this whole mess, casting a shadow over the beloved TV host's ties to Diddy now. This whole situation kicked off when Justin hinted at his complicated history with Diddy, the Canadian singer, who has been open about his struggles with substance abuse and mental health, pointed to Diddy's intense mentorship as a possible factor in his challenges. Meanwhile, Usher, who once mentored Bieber, got pulled into this story, as well, suggesting their connections to Diddy were more complicated and possibly harmful than anyone thought.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Oh, apparently not. Some things, everything ain't for everybody.
Recently, Diddy's arrest has brought these suspicions into the spotlight. He's not facing typical celebrity charges. It has made investigators start digging deeper into what really happened at these events and who else might be involved. What they're finding is unsettling. The influence Diddy allegedly had over people wasn't just about money and fame. It was about controlling those around him, including stars like Usher and Justin Bieber, who seemed caught up in his world. But the story doesn't end with Diddy. Shockingly, other big names are being linked to this scandal, including TV personality Steve Harvey. Known for his clean-cut, family-friendly image, Harvey's involvement has left everyone in disbelief. Why would someone like Steve, who's built a reputation on being a role model, be mixed up in? According to sources, Harvey wasn't just a guest at these events. Insiders are saying that he played a key role in helping Diddy recruit and lure young stars like Brooke Ray and Justin Bieber. It's being alleged that Harvey may have been used to mislead people into thinking these parties were safe and just another Hollywood hangout, with Harvey being there and made these events look more legitimate, making it easier for Diddy to push these stars into situations they never would have imagined. The power dynamics at these parties were very horrible. And because someone like Harvey was present, victims felt like there couldn't be anything too shady going on. So why would Steve Harvey get himself involved in something so messy? The answer might lie in the darker side of Hollywood, where power, influence, and blackmail run the show. Some people think Harvey might have been trapped himself caught up in Diddy's schemes to protect his own career and reputation. Others say Harvey's involvement could have been a way.
Mary J. Blige, they didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
What
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
Now, Usher's experience also adds weight to these claims. He came into the industry as a fresh-faced teenager and has shared some troubling details about his time at these gatherings. He thought he was being mentored by Diddy and Harvey, but in reality, he was just another pawn in their game. Sources close to Usher say he was often pressured into choices he wasn't comfortable with, all under the pretense of networking and building his career. And then there's Justin Bieber. He's had his own share of struggles, and now he's speaking out to revealing that what he thought were opportunities to grow his career were actually trapped. He trusted big names like Diddy and Harvey, but that trust was used against him. Allegedly, hidden cameras captured everything, leaving him vulnerable to manipulation. Fabra thought having Usher by his side would protect him, but instead he found himself caught in a web of deceit that's taken him years to move on. Eyewitnesses even claim that Steve Harvey, who was close to both Usher and Bieber, was more than just an onlooker. He was a key figure in making sure these young stars stayed under Diddy's control. Known for his extravagant parties, Diddy allegedly turned his parties into traps, pulling young stars into situations he could use against them later. It's a shocking strategy that shows a level of manipulation few people ever imagine. Diddy's alleged methods of control are downright chilling. By recording people in compromising situations, he could make sure they'd think twice before speaking out. It created a culture of fear and silence. People were more worried about what might happen to them than about telling the truth. For someone like Diddy, who's built his whole persona around power and influence, having this kind of leverage was key to staying on top in Hollywood. But here's where it gets even more twisted. Steve Harvey is said to have been heavily involved, using his influence to help Diddy get her dirt on rising stars like Usher and Bieber. Harvey's role adds a whole new layer to this story. While he's always been seen as a family man and a positive role model, insiders say he was more entangled in Diddy's schemes than anyone realized. Reports claim that Harvey was actively helping set up these situations that could later be used. There are even talks about hidden cameras capturing private and compromising moments, some of which allegedly involve Steve Harvey himself. If this is true, then this could destroy the image he's worked so hard to build over the years. It's hard to believe that someone who's been a symbol of positivity could be caught up in something this dark. But if these claims turn out to be legit,
Porter allegedly recounts discovering and making copies of the tapes that Diddy made of himself having with young boys that he was managing, including an alleged tape involving an 18-year-old pop star who went on to become a household name. Porter alleges that when she discovered those videotapes of Sean and his sexual encounters in the bedroom in this vault, she made copies of them as protection for herself. Realized that this is a very dangerous situation. I'm going to make copies for protection for myself, and included it as a part of her plan to leave him. But the memoir says that when she watched back the tapes, she was so shocked because there were things, quote, some of the tapes had things I would have never expected. The parties are one thing, but the young boys, like the 2 hip hop stars formerly managed by Diddy and the then 18-year-old pop star, I would have never